Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian and Stefan. We are here with Gear 182. We're here to talk about the Emily Wolfe Sheraton. We've got some news for you about a white one coming out. We just want to throw it out here. We're a channel here to talk about gear. It's our first one that we're doing, and just a quick disclaimer. Anything we say is just hearsay. It's just our own opinions. They're probably wrong. We aren't giving actual useful information. It's just so you guys can hang with us and enjoy the conversation. So let's get straight to it. Who is Emily Wolfe, Stefan?
Well, Emily Wolfe is American singer, songwriter, guitarist, best known for her blues rock kind of style. Music is great, but what really, seeing some of her live videos, what caught both Brian and I was what she was playing, and that was a classic Sheraton Epiphone.
Yeah, I've probably seen the black one before, but we're going to go ahead and cut to the chase for anybody that doesn't want to watch this whole video. There is a white coming, and Stefan's going to show it on screen here. It's in the Gibson Maestro videos, and you can see her playing it. So we have been trying to find somebody that can talk to her and figure out what's going on. We've tried emailing Gibson, and Gibson says, "We're not ready to announce this yet. We do not have any information yet. Sorry." I tried calling Gibson Garage, did not get any information. And we finally got somebody that was able to get in contact with Emily. And what did we find out?
Well, it is coming. It is coming next year. We don't know when next year, but it is coming. And as you can see on the screen, there is the white one in all of its glory.
Yeah,
geez, it's beautiful.
Exciting. I mean, we really like the black. So my opinion. I know that Gibson is different than Epiphone, but a lot more effort goes into painting a white guitar. That's why Gibson charges a premium. So that's why it's really exciting to have a white. White guitars take a lot of coats and a lot of work. So to have one, which is probably going to be at the same price point with all the same features.
Hopefully, yeah.
Pretty cool. I definitely am on board for this. But yeah, that's the announcement on the white. We can start talking about her black one and go into the detail. Just keep in mind that it's probably going to be all the same specs. The white's just going to be a color, is what we've heard.
Yeah, this is so the black one I have on screen now. So it is a classic Sheraton with a couple of cool upgrades. Immediately you can see it's got a matte aged black finish, which is the first thing that drew me into it, because it is
usually
beautiful.
You see guitars and they have this glossy finish on them, especially the really cheap guitars. But I just couldn't believe they had a matte aged finish. Now, something cool about this finish, Stefan, you may not know, is that it's actually polyurethane, and it's not nitro. Gibson's uses nitro, and I do like nitro better personally because it wears and shows aging and checking a lot easier than poly. Poly's what they put on Fender Stratocasters usually, but it is an aged gloss polyurethane, so I do find that a little exciting, just the fact that it's aged. The hardware's kind of aged a little bit. Go ahead and see if you can get a picture up really close to the bridge. I think it, will those enlarge?
Of the bridge?
Oh yeah, the bridge cover or the pickup cover.
Yeah.
There, you can kind of tell that it's a little bit aged.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fretboard is actually Indian Laurel. I know they're not using rosewood as much. I do like rosewood. I would rather have Indian Laurel than Paul Ferro. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Even just the inlays, even the inlays, it's just such a rad looking.
So if you look up a normal Sheraton guitar, it usually has these kind of upside down triangles is what I refer to them as. They're still square inlays, kind of like a Gibson Les Paul Custom, how it has the squares on every fret, including the first fret. But hers has these lightning bolts, which I just think is so cool because it's unique to this model. And will it let you do a full screen on those photos or no? Like if you click the photo itself, will it go larger? Or is
Yeah.
it just there we go. Look at those inlays. What's cool about it is it looks like it's mother of pearl in the square, but then they have abalone in the middle. That is so cool because it's got that color transition. You see it right there on the first
Yeah.
fret.
Yeah.
Mother of pearl on a freaking Epiphone,
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
then with abalone lightning bolt. So awesome on that. And then, of course, it's got her logo on the back. I'll read some of these specs that it's got. Like, Austin-based blues rocker Emily Wolfstein guitar, comfortable semi-hollow body shape, crafted from layered maple with diamond F-holes. Man, okay. This is the first diamond budget guitar.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I am shocked that Dave Grohl didn't get this first, but man, I mean, we'll take what we can get. Obviously, these all started with the Trini Lopez, being the first one with the diamond holes, and then Dave Grohl made his signature. And it kind of goes off. Do you have the Google page where it shows where we have the limited run Gibson 335?
Yeah.
Yeah, click on one of those photos just to show it larger. I've heard rumors they've only made like 50 of each, so it would be really hard to find these. These were $3,300 back in 2006.
Yeah.
So to have a chance to have a white one, I mean, David Kennedy from Angels and Airwaves uses a white one with the dirty fingers in the bridge. So to have a chance to have a white one as an Epiphone, or a black one, if you're into the black one, is pretty cool. Notice that there's only 3 knobs. I really like that.
Yeah, I do
idea.
too. I was reading into that. That's such a cool idea, just having one master tone and
Yeah,
two.
because I mean, instead of volume tone, like
Yeah.
I'm not usually changing the tone a whole lot on my pickups if I even use the neck or the bridge, depending on how much I go back and forth. But like to have one tone, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it has 2 volumes, a lot of people like to do that trick with the kill switch where you
The
can like
muting. Yeah.
yeah. It's claiming to have a 60 slim taper C profile neck, full range playing. Now, it's kind of confusing. A 60 slim taper is like the thinnest neck, on a common guitar, but then when they say C profile, it actually means it's a little bit thicker. So it's like, okay, we're gonna say it's slim taper, but then we're also gonna claim it's a C. And like the Tom DeLonge Epiphone's like, it's slim taper, but it's a D. And then you remember that one's really thick.
So very thick neck.
I
Yeah.
don't know why they do this kind of wording with Epiphone, but it's something I've noticed. It's got this really sweet headstock. Click on the headstock photo. It's compact 60s Kalamazoo style headstock.
Yeah.
Now that's called the Tree of Life. That is not like Emily Wolfe anything. Like if you're like buying this guitar and you're like, I don't want flowers on my headstock, I don't like Emily Wolfe, fine. Like guess what? That's just a Sheraton thing. That's called the Tree of Life. Has nothing to do with her. And I think it looks pretty rad. I love the shape that they do. And, obviously it's cool having Mother of Pearl on the headstock. It has 2 Epiphone Alnico Classic Pro humbuckers. If you want to compare those to something, I've been trying to look at what to compare them to online, and it looks like they compare mostly to like a Gibson 57 pickup.
Oh,
Got
okay.
around 8 ohms in each pickup, so they're not going to be like a heavy crunch distortion kind of pickup. Like a Dirty Fingers would be like 15 ohms, or a Invader, Seymour Duncan would be like 15 ohms. But like this one is around 8. Probably a little less. That's probably shooting high on this chart that I'm reading. I would guess it's probably like in the 7 range. But that's great for blues or classic rock. And if you watch some of the review videos of this guitar, I've heard that the neck pickup is really like kind of a juicy pickup.
Yeah. You can get some crazy tones with them.
I mean, this thing is so cheap. If you want a hot pickup in it, like do it. The only thing that sucks about it is, show the back, no back plate. So that means if you do want to mod this guitar, you've got to either do it yourself or you've got to find a luthier
Yeah.
run the wires through the F holes. Well, I should call them diamond holes. I do like that they use a blue sticker
Me
on the.
too. Yeah.
I know it's
Aesthetics
such
is
a.
so pleasing. Yeah.
And then, oh, the tuners are sweet. They're premium Grover Robomatic tuners, and they look aged as
They
well.
do.
I
Yeah.
love the look of them.
Yeah.
Um, and then they've got a Graphtec nut on there. Now, that wolf on the back is her logo. She said she put it on the back on purpose, kind of like Jim Root does with his guitars, because, if you buy their guitar, you can make it your own. You don't have to be a fan of her music or anything, but it's there. So I'm wondering if the logo will still be gold on the white one. If it is, it won't really stick out as much as it does on this one.
And it does look like in the video that they did release on Gibson TV that it does look like it's still going to be an aged white matte style
Yeah,
finish
it
on
does
it.
look, which is for me, that like sets it over the top, man.
Yeah.
Like, how much are you gonna get a white aged, um, like cheap Epiphone hollow body 335? So when I was at the Gibson garage last year, there was a salesman that asked me. He said, "We always like to ask the fans, like, if you could pick anything for us to make, what would you pick?" And I was like, "Dude, like, put a standard 335 in your line, like in white." I
In
was like,
white,
"Do
yeah.
a 335 in white. Why is that not a standard?" He said, "Man, we've got one in the back right now, and we're considering making it a standard one. The only problem is every time we paint a white guitar, we got to shut down the paint shop for a day and like only paint white, and it's usually multiple coats, and like there's all these imperfections." Now that might be a Nitro thing, that might be a Gibson thing compared to Epiphone, but it's like to see this guitar come out, and it's probably going to be the same price, and it's going to be white. Dude, this is so cool, because like for a few $100 you could upgrade the pickup. If you're an Angels and Airwaves fan, you've got your David Kennedy looking guitar right here. If you're a Tom DeLonge fan, you can put stripes on it and it still looks freaking cool. And then if you're a Dave Grohl fan, you've kind of got a guitar that looks like his, and I think his uses burst buckers.
Burst
so you can
buckers,
put
yeah.
yeah, like it's just such a cool signature to come out, in my opinion. I don't. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Emily Wolfe, but it does not bother me at all to buy something with her name on it. Like that does not make me go, "Oh man, I'm a loser. I'm playing some Emily Wolfe." No,
For
I mean,
for buying, yeah, because a lot of people, when you look at signature lines, they look down on people buying signature
yeah,
guitars as opposed to like a regular off. Yeah, I don't know. I
who
think
cares? It looks
uh,
freaking cool,
it's
and like
yeah.
a lot of people are just gonna see it and be like, "Wow, look at that white guitar." Oh, I gotta point out, one of the best features, in my opinion, is a hollow body 335 looks so good without a pick guard, man. Like when it's like that clean, just one color with the hum, man. That's what sets it for me. Just like having that beautiful, just straight look of no pick guard. Like it just
So
works.
clean, yeah, it really does.
What's cool about this guitar, let's just pretend like somebody's watching this and they're like, "I'd rather have the Gibson." Well, if you can find one, you're going to pay thousands for it, and it just would be hard where you can't, is it worth modifying? Is it worth putting all that money into it? Is it worth like scratching it up, beating it up? This is a perfect player's guitar, and I think it's going to really excel because it's one of the like higher end Epiphones, and I'm just fully on board for it, man. Like, the case I've heard is pretty cool too.
Yeah,
It is a soft shell case, but it's supposedly like a little thicker and like really resistant.
yeah, it looks
So
like an in between hard shell, soft shell. Style
yeah,
case.
and like if you're buying this from a music dealer, like dude, like musician's friend, tell them you want 15% off. Say, what can you do? They always mark Epiphones down. Like, don't even worry. Like, contact these music stores, ask them for a discount. You'll get it. Get the guitar. Like, it's awesome. So I look forward to it. I think it'll come out next year as well, like she said. But I think it'll be like a NAMM announcement next year,
Yeah.
and that's usually a summer, right? Like summer NAMM or winter NAMM is in like what, January? Maybe they'll do it then. But it would not shock me if they were making those now. And I would love to play a black one. I just can't buy the black when the white's come. I've always been like
That's
a
the
white
thing.
guitar.
Yeah, I'm with you though. It's hard. Like, if the white wasn't going to be coming out, I'd grab the black in a heartbeat. Actually, I have it on the reverb here. Kind of some of the Emily Wolfe ones that are out. I mean, 745.
But yeah, let's like current search results and kind of. So like, if you were gonna buy one right now, don't buy that one that's 1200. That's insane. The one that's okay, 745 local pickup only. Come on, man. Like, if you really wanted it from him, I would like send a message and be like, dude, like, if we add $100, can we please just ship it? Is it really a big deal? Go back and let's see what else there was. I wasn't even looking at your results, but seeing it in real photos too, man. That finish,
that black
like,
is, yeah.
any of the rest of these, I'd rather get it new than get one of these. Like, that only one is that 745 one. I guess go back to that one. Let's zoom in on that picture of the paint. Man, I love that. I love that satin, like almost like it's been sanded, like almost like a Tom DeLonge, just a black color. And that, if the white is like that, whew, it's gonna be so good. Look at that, man.
Yeah. That brushed aged look on the gold hardware is just pops.
I'm not one of those guys that's like, I want it to be shiny and perfect. No, I want it to look like this, like, workhorse, you know?
Yeah.
Like, look at that binding, so thick, and look, and see it in the diamond hole. That's so cool.
Yeah,
man. I mean, this is a rad guitar, and I really think, in my opinion, that if you like this guitar, you need to really consider getting it, because this is going to be one of those things that will be like a thing of the past. Like, because she's not super famous, like a superstar, so I don't see it like being around forever. I see it being one of those like unique, quirky, rare ones.
Yeah, I think once they reach the limit on the run, I don't know if they'll do another. So yeah, I think if you want to get it, jump on it now. Like, here in Canada, it's already the stores that are here. Once they're out, they're not reordering. So clearly they're either waiting for the new colorway or.
And they were sold out for a while when I was trying to figure out what's the deal with the white. I was like, is the black discontinued? Epiphone didn't even have it on their site. I called Gibson, and they were like, well, it still shows as an active item. And then they started getting a few more. So it's like, I don't see the black being made for. If you want the black, you need to get it in the next few months. But if you want the white, it's coming.
Well, even just the white one, having that black binding on there. Whether I know it's just on the top layer of it, but it's just, like, again, it's.
That is so cool that it has black binding. The other one has that like cream binding, like the black binding. That's such a great feature on a white guitar. It's great, man. So yeah, thanks for watching. I know this show or this episode was probably a little sloppy. It's our first one. We're just kind of hanging out, talking about this guitar. And like I said, it's unscripted. We're just kind of giving our opinions. We just thought some people would like to hang out and wonder what we think about and what we talk about, like when we're on the phone and talking about guitars. This is what we do. This is what we talk about. So we hope you enjoy it. We got a lot more coming. There's going to be a lot of Blink-182 stuff. So stay tuned.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
So yeah,
See
bye.
you later.